I'll accept it from the Internal Revenue Service. And our service is based on voluntary compliance, a faith and belief that the service is on their side.
But every American, if we're going to have voluntary compliance at the high rate we continue to have in America, it's got to be perceived as a fair system, that what's asked of me is also asked of him or her. And
our voluntary tax system depends on our taxpayers trusting that it works fairly.
The most important measure to me is the voluntary compliance rate. Going forward, are they voluntarily compliant as opposed to what they did in the past?
The very functioning of the federal government depends on the American people's willingness to voluntarily pay the taxes that they owe.
To having to prove themselves again after they already did with voluntary tax compliance.
So being able to communicate with them in language, on writing, online, and whatnot is very important to us. And that helps the front end, which helps the voluntary compliance rate.
We believe also that lack of congressional support for the IRS could adversely affect individuals' attitudes towards participation in our voluntary compliance tax system.
And what is the purpose of an audit conducted by the IRS?
To hopefully make sure that people, when they are voluntarily complying, are complying with the statutes.